back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. If you are watching this real time, it's because you are supporting us through Patreon, and we appreciate that. If you're watching it real time on YouTube, it's because you are a YouTube subscriber, and we thank you for that. Both of you guys should also be linking your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account. Amazon will pay us, and it costs you nothing. Follow the instructions in the show description below. And if you are doing none of those things because you're a slug, then Sluggo, I need you to follow me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. You got to follow Shane at Dinfire also, because it's the easiest way to get your questions in here. Question today from Sifted from my buddy McWomble. I think I gave him a shout out on Twitter. We're fast approaching what could be a somewhat normal holiday shopping season. What will the games industry sales look like? Will the Switch OLED, PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X be the hot item? Will it be something else? It's hard to say that the OLED will be, because Nintendo has 3 Switch models. So, the right question is, how many are they going to make of each? And I don't know the answer. One would think that people are going to buy whichever Switch model they can get. And Switch has been sold out for better part of a year. I mean, it's finally coming back into balance. But the split between Switch Lite and Switch regular console is what Nintendo decides it's going to be when they sell them all. So I don't know how many OLEDs they're going to make. My guess is that the screen itself is not $50 more for them. So my guess is that they'd rather make the OLED and sell lots of them. They can make an extra $10 or so, but we'll see. But I don't know. PS5, for some strange reason, is still sold out everywhere. So same thing. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to come back into supply? I doubt it. Xbox, we're starting to see them at retail. And the fastest way to check on this stuff is just go to eBay and look them up. And if you see an Xbox at $4.99 on eBay, it's available someplace. And if you just do a quick search, you'll find it. By the way, I use shopping.com. It's a really good search spot to tell you where you can buy stuff. And it just lists every retailer, so you can find it quickly. I'm still not finding PlayStation 5, and I am finding Xbox. So my guess is, of those 3, Xbox will be the most plentiful, which might make it sell the most, but it probably won't. PlayStation 5 will be the most in demand, and the various Switch models will sell more units because they are tracking to 25 million for the year, and Sony's probably tracking to 15, and Xbox is probably tracking to 10. So hot, I think by hot, maybe you mean sold out. And again, if Nintendo makes 1 million OLED and 24 million of the other models, then the OLED will be hot. If they make 10, then it won't be. So I don't really know what they're going to do. My guess is they won't make very many because they want to test demand. But I think that's actually a pretty cool device. Like, I think the OLED screen will be really cool. And it's bigger. It's actually really cool. Everything about it just makes the experience a little better. Yeah, I think Amazon's changed this permanently. So, while I do think people will shop, I don't think it's returning to normal. I think that, we're seeing deaths decline, which is good. And we're seeing infections very gradually decline, which is really good. But they're saying just being stuck back indoors during flu season, people are going to get sick, period. And, it's fairly funny. Like, last year was the best flu season we've ever had because nobody went anywhere. So, like, the incidence of flu dropped by 80% or something because nobody went anywhere. So you just can't get it. I kind of think we might have another surge of infection, but I don't think it's going to be like we saw, with the unvaccinated masses. I think it'll probably be an uptick, but enough people will be spooked. To be honest with you, I haven't been to a movie in a year and a half, and we're going to go see the James Bond movie. I'm not going to see it this weekend because I'm going to Vegas, but we're venturing out. So, I think that's going to be pretty normal for people. So yes, I do think we're going to get back to quasi-normal shopping. But honestly, people are going to buy more online because we all got used to it, and Amazon just proved to us that they're dependable. So I think that you'll see a lot more regular sales, sweaters and bicycles and stuff online, and even stuff like furniture. Like, we've seen Wayfair and Overstock just killing it because you used to not buy anything unless you touched it and sat on it, and now I think we're all okay with it. And they all make returns so easy. If it comes and it's not exactly the color you thought, you send it back. You know, I can't imagine buying like a couch that wouldn't be reasonably comfortable. So yeah, I think that shopping for games, maybe if you value that GameStop clerk's advice, because you can, there's no information on the game unless you go to GameStop and have that clerk tell you if it's any good. I think, you know, I don't think we're going to return to total normal, but hardware, yes. I mean, hardware, people will go where they can get hardware. So good question. Thanks for joining us on Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. Thank you for your patronage on Patreon. And thank you if you're a YouTube subscriber. And thank both of those classes of people and everybody else for linking your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch Prime account, because that's free and we get paid. And the instructions are in the show description below. If you're doing none of those things, even if you are doing those things, follow me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. Tell me on Twitter that I guilted you into it, and I'll give you a shout out. I will see you next time. Thanks.